well, I'll, one of these days, audience, I will remember to unmute myself. And now my camera's not working. Hi, welcome to the Distance Complex, where, we are known for, English. Things not working like they are supposed to. And now they are working like they are supposed to. Um, this is the Disney complex. I just fucking said that. Welcome to the third episode of DHA. I know what I am doing, audience. And before you ask, yes, I am drugged up on cough syrup. And no, I will not tell you, audience, where I bought said drug syrup. Because you should not do what I do. Um, as a reminder, this is our DHA game set in the My Hero universe. We have a new character intro where we are going to meet the wonderful Sean.
Hello, it is me,
Yes.
Sean.
Oh, but we are going to move. Um, People are supposed to be moving into the dorms about 3 days ago. You're a tad bit late because your family went to, believe your sister is going to Belfast. Am I correct? Or is she going to
You
Cork?
said she was going to Cork. Yeah, that's what you
Cork.
said.
Wonderful. I just didn't have your family information pulled up in front of me. Um, yeah. So you guys went on a day trip, and spent a couple days with your twin Quinn, before heading back, and it is the morning for the time you're gonna move in. Your mother is fully walking into the kitchen as everyone's eating breakfast. Your other siblings are there. Your dad was cooking. Your mother is in just like a pair of like biker shorts, a sports bra, hair tied up. She's sweaty from just finishing in the home gym, and she'll just kind of walk out and look at all of her kids. And would you like to explain what Sean looks like?
Sean is a slight, a, of a slightly taller than average boy.
Mm-hmm.
For how strong he is, he's a bit skinnier,
Mm-hmm.
and his long-ish brown hair with red tips tied up in a ponytail.
Mm-hmm.
His eye color is slightly reddish. I mean, he's just sitting there eating pancakes or something. I don't know.
Pancakes, cool. Yeah, if that's what you want your brother to have cooked you that morning, yeah, you have a whole stack of pancakes, probably with, like fresh butter. And you got that good maple syrup imported from Canada. Your father fully believes that if there is going to be any form of sugar or syrups that he can put into coffee, it is going to be imported and it's going to be delicious.
Can't make a good cup of coffee without it.
Absolutely. Your mother just goes, uh, it's kind of, the nest feels empty without Quinn. I mean, I didn't wake up with someone threatening to fight me this morning. Kinda miss it. And now, how are you doing, my beloved Jean? Finally going into school, gonna be able to punch people in the face and get away with it legally.
It's gonna be a great time for everyone involved.
And sooner or later, your little siblings might follow you, and they're gonna look so adorable. Maya, your little sister, as your mother comes up and just kind of like nuzzles her hair, just goes, "Hey, I just spent all my time doing my hair with a new formula I made in my bedroom. Now I gotta do it again. It's picture day. It's not even picture. What day do you think it is? August 25th? No. Do we need to take you to the doctor again? Your little brother, who you swear you were just seeing eating pancakes, has disappeared into the shadows again.
Hmm. Hey, Fletcher,
You don't see. You, you don't hear anything for a second, and then you just feel a little tap behind you on the shoulder.
Did I say that? Did you say something?
Uh,
The
yes. So for there was just a second where you didn't see anything, you didn't hear anything after you called out to Fletcher, and then you just feel a tap on your shoulder.
Hi, Fletcher. Are you gonna throw pancakes at your classmates again?
Maybe.
Good for you. And I'm gonna pat him on the shoulder.
You watch as as your guys' father tosses up a some more pancakes. He just taps his stomach. It opens, catches the pancakes, and he just starts to walk out the door. And your mother just goes, "You guys don't have class for another." Where do I did I not teach my kids how to read a calendar?
I think your audio is cutting out. Sometimes
Um.
you can't hear you.
Oh. Yeah. Your mother called out. As Fletcher kind of goes to walk out to do Fletcher things, your mother just goes, "You guys don't start school for another week. Did I teach none of you to read a calendar?"
No, you don't get it. It's like a bear storing food in their stomach for all of winter. It'll be fine. And even if they're not, even if the pancakes aren't fine, it's even better if they're half moldy.
Luckily, when we got married, your father agreed to deal with any principal. Your father just looks over, completely sleep deprived, on his third pot of coffee and just goes, "Sweetheart, Fletcher is already in reform school. For people who flunked out of reform school. For people who flunked out of reform. He's at the third level of reform school." And as he says that, a random pancake flies through a window and smacks him on the face.
I I get up and lean out the window and give Fletcher a thumbs up.
Fletcher just gives you a thumbs up and appreciation that just seems to disappear in front of your eyes.
Never a dull moment in the McFleming household.
Um, as you move up to the window, the pancake falls off your father's face, and you see your little pet pit bull, who is ran over a little more the chunky side due to Fletcher's antics of always, pranking people with food, runs up and just starts eating the pancake on the floor. And your father just goes, "No, no, bad girl, bad, just not." And he's trying to shoo the dog away from the pancake on the floor.
I pick up a roach and move back. Go pats.
Your
Oh,
fa-
the
your
almost forgot to,
mm,
when describing Sean. He has exhaust pipes coming out of his forearms and spine.
oh yeah, that might be very important for your quirk. um,
I keep forgetting that.
when you pick up Roach, she just kind of starts to like lick the little pipes on your forearms.
Hey, don't, Roach. I know it's amazing. I know that. I know it might taste good to you, but that's like exhaust fumes. Don't do that.
What does she looks at you and then she just starts to bite it?
I put Roach down and go back to the table and continue devouring my stack.
Yeah, your father will keep making you pancakes until you're full. Eventually you all get loaded up into the family van. Well, mostly all of you, but your mother, gets inside of her, I don't know, what's like a really good car. I had this written down, but now I can't find where I wrote down, um, old fancy cars. Your mother's a mechanic. Of course she drives like a older car. She drives a 1986 convertible Mustang and a cyan blue.
Let me just
Um,
look up what that is.
Hi audience. Look
It's a
at
good car.
possibly two queer people I never actually believed they were queer trying to talk about cars. um, but yes, yeah, she fully like goes off and like unbolts the convertible section. I don't give a shit, audience, if it's not bolts. It is on this car. Um, she removes the top and then pats for you to sit with her. Your dad's taking the van with your siblings with all your stuff in it.
All right. Okay. Hey, bye, Dad. Bye, siblings. I'm gonna meander on over to Mom.
Yeah. Before you leave, Maya will randomly toss a vial with liquids at you. Do you attempt to catch it, or do you just want to roll fortitude?
Yeah, I'll attempt to catch it.
Give me a reaction check.
Reaction check. Oh, I have a 1 in speed. 5.
Yeah,
Wait, no, I have
that's
aptitude in that. So that makes it a 7.
so that is a critical success. Yeah, she throws it at you and you're able to catch it like it's nothing.
Maya, did you try to blow me up again?
No! It's either going to blow you up or make your hair blue for 24 hours.
You little goblin. You know I don't like blue.
Yeah, but it would have been funny.
It would have been
Also,
very funny.
Fletcher paid me $40 to do it. I'm keeping it even though I failed. She says she is kind of like scurries because the van's a bit too tall for her and she's short and your dad just lifts her up into the car.
I look at Fletcher.
Fletcher just reappears
I
behind you,
look back at the car.
then disappears. Um, yeah, once you're in the car with your mom, she takes off, but she seems to be taking the longer way to the school. Um, and she just goes, "So, are you going to get into a fight on your first day?"
Mayhaps.
I'm supposed to tell you you're not supposed to fight someone on your first day.
But fighting fun.
Remember, a rule your father has told me the entire time that we've been married, and you guys since the moment you were born. Do not start a fight, but if someone starts a fight with you and they're not in the hospital or missing a couple teeth, you're going to be grounded.
Mm.
Listen, our
All right, so
family.
fight people, but don't fight them.
Go
So
ahead.
fight people, but don't fight them too good. Got it.
Yes. Only fight them if they try to fight you.
I'll give Mom a faux salute, and it's like, yes, ma'am.
She'll give you like a sergeant nod. Give me a perception check.
Perception. I have a 1 in intelligence. That is a 4.
That's good enough. You start to recognize the neighborhood you're in, as this is the neighborhood of your friend Dave Connor.
Hog face.
Your mother sees the face and just goes, "Sweetheart, we discussed this. If you're gonna make a face, your face might get stuck that way. If you are gonna do it, have it be a war face so people don't make fun of you. They're scared of you."
Amazing advice as always. I'll forget it by tomorrow.
You guys pull into like it's a decently average middle suburban home. A white picket fence, flamingos out in the yard. And within a couple seconds of the door hearing, there is just this dude who should be wearing the uniform like you, but he's wearing a crop top that says "fuck the government," a cropped leather jacket. On the back of it, it just says "Eat the Rich." High-waisted leather pants covered in different patches of anti-authority, and just fucking jumps into the back of the car and just playfully punches you like on the shoulder, like, "What up, man?" My parents didn't want to take me because they thought I would scare people. Um, Good thing your mother offered to give me a ride.
It is a it is a great thing. I give him like the super extraordinary long friendship handshake.
Friendship handshake. Yeah. You know, the dude brill, like, frat club handshake. Um, your mother ends up pulling off and just goes, "I don't understand why your parents seem to be scared of you." And he just goes, "Oh, that's because he sees a car speeding," and he just goes, "If the car moves again, all of its tires are gonna pop, but only three, because four means you can claim insurance money." And as soon as he says that, three tires of the car completely blows out, and he just starts laughing.
I always love it when you do that.
Come on, it's funny. And if they were speeding where we have a bunch of children playing, I wouldn't have to do it. Oh, go ahead.
I I don't know what I was gonna say.
Oh. Yeah, eventually you guys get to the school. You and Dave are just kind of broing out, chilling. Once you get to the open gates, you see your father and your siblings have already started to load some stuff in your dorm room. And your mother just goes, "Alright, now get out of my car, and I swear if any of you stained my seats, you're all going to die. I brought you into this world, Sean, and I will take you out of it. And secondly, Dave, I will also take you out. And yes, I understand that's murder, but I don't give a shit." And once you get out of the car, she's gonna head off to work, leaving you and Dave at the entrance. You've watched the other episodes. Do you want me to re explain the basis of what the school looks like?
Yes, actually, because I don't remember.
Okay, so the solid center of the school seems like very traditional. They go straight forward, you'll end up in the cafeteria. On two sides of the main building, there is two like larger buildings that kind of tower over the first. That has your general courses, your hero courses, support courses. Um, Behind those on either side, you have your general course dorms and the class 1A, 1B, and 1C dor- uh, dormitories. To the right side, I believe, is where we have the track and field, the gym, and just around it is different training areas for the hero students.
Alrighty.
Um, yeah. You just see Dave kind of like walking backwards and just go, see, surprised that I got into a hero academy. What surprises me is your lame ass pipes got in here.
Hey man, just because it's simple doesn't mean it's bad.
Yeah, are you gonna be able to fit through doorways again? He's referring to when you both entered kindergarten, you got stuck in a doorway because your pipe got caught on a nail.
Well, if they don't have any faulty construction, then yes.
This is a hero school. Of course they have faulty construction.
Hmm.
So we gonna
Nah, sure it'll be fine.
go to a cafeteria because I'm pretty sure you ate. Um, I stole
Well,
some of my dad's booze with
uh,
some burgers. We could go pick up chicks.
nah, I want to go to the, I want to go there. I want to go to the cafeteria anyway. I want to try out, see if they have any coffee here, see how good it is.
Yeah, he just goes, man, is the only thing you think about is like caffeine and coffee? I mean, I'm pretty sure we could try to get like a good dime piece before the school starts.
Eh, well, the McFleming household is run by caffeine. I kind of need it, so bye. I'm gonna meander over to the cafeteria while he goes off and do whatever.
Yeah, he watches. He just goes, See you later, bro. Also, if you find like a hot one, holla.
Hmm.
Oh, and right before he leaves, while you're still in earshot, he just goes, "Oh, by the way, since your pants aren't properly rolled up, the next step you're gonna take, you're gonna trip and fall. Please roll me a control check versus his."
Oh no. Well, I have a. That is a 7 with aptitude. It makes it a 9.
Do you have 2d6 in it?
Yes.
Okay, cool. He's gonna roll. He beats you with an 11. So as soon as he says that, you just take a moment to process, and then you feel your feet completely stop, and you fall directly onto your face. You hear a bit of his laugh behind you.
Yeah. I'll beat you in that one time. I swear it.
Hey, and then he gets too far away as he's yelling at you to hear. Inside of the cafeteria, there's a bunch of kids at different tables. But in there you see just like a young man, a hero, not in the top, not like a top hero, who just seems to be cooking breakfast for everyone. There's a make your own coffee station towards the back.
Oh, hell yeah. I'm gonna just walk up to it as fast as I can.
Yeah, so they have decaf, caffeinated, extra caffeinated, extremely caffeinated coffee. There is any type of creamer, sugar, Splenda, sugar replacement, cream replacement, liquid cream. There's a little mini fridge with different milks and creamers and almost anything you could want for to make a decent cup of coffee.
I'm just gonna make like a basic extra caffeinated thing with no like no cream or milk in it, just
Oh, just
straight
pure
coffee.
black coffee. Cool.
Yeah, I
Yeah,
gotta see how good it is at its baseline.
cool. When you let me roll for a sweet treat. He has more than 2d6 in his control check. I gotta roll a dice. It is going to be. He's gonna use a class ability to re-roll these two. That is a critical success. So this is surprisingly some very like good damn pure black coffee.
How good is it compared to my dad's coffee?
It's better than your dad's coffee.
I am astounded.
Hmm.
I am blown away. Flabbergasted. There's no word to describe how surprised I am that that someone can make coffee better than my dad.
And surprisingly, as you keep sipping the coffee, what would you say is Sean's favorite flavor of coffee, favorite type of coffee?
Mm, hmm. Probably add just adds a little bit of creamer to it. A little bit of creamer milk, just basic coffee.
As you keep drinking it, you feel as the coffee seems to change, and around your fourth sip, the coffee changes to match your exact taste buds for what you want your coffee to taste like.
Well, well, I know this is probably someone's quirk, but Sean definitely doesn't make that connection. He's like, oh, shit, coffee.
But you look
It's great.
down
It's
and
flavor
it's
great.
just black coffee. Like it hasn't changed color, like there was
Right.
sugar and creamer added.
He is extremely confused. He sips it again to make sure he wasn't just hallucinating.
It tastes exactly like the best fucking coffee of your favorite flavor.
He doesn't understand it at all.
Mhm.
Actually, wait, no, this is
What?
the hero dude's quirk, right? So can I
Uh,
make a quirk education check to
yeah,
figure that out?
cool. Yeah, you can roll to see if you recognize sweet treat square.
That's a 6.
Uh, you've heard the name or a theorized name upon the wiki pages. You have read that his quirk is called uh, Plentiful Buffet.
Hmm.
That's all I'm gonna give you with the six, sadly.
Yeah. So Sean looks over to the guy making the food
Hmm.
for like a few seconds to try and
Hmm.
make that connection
Hmm.
with his tiny 1 in intelligence.
Hmm. It's tiny one. Uh, yeah. So, do you wish to sit down at one of the tables in the cafeteria?
Yeah. I'll sit down somewhere.
Cool. You are going to see a surprisingly well built dude. Black shaggy hair. He's wearing like a white muscle tee. A solid pair of jeans. This will be Darian Flair. His quirk is telepathy. You see a sleeping girl. Her hair is up in a messy bun. Not. She seems to be just like almost any like NPC type of vibe, like in a game. This is Bell Quest that you have sit down with.
Hmm. Yeah, I'm just still enraptured in the amazing coffee.
Yeah,
The only
you
thing
go ahead.
the only thing that can break my focus on this amazing beverage that I have consumed is something like amazing.
Cool. In your head, you just fully hear being like, "Yo, dude, are you just up worshiping like a coffee cup? It's kind of weird."
I am It's like, what? Who? Where?
As you say that, Darian just kind of waves at you and just goes, because of my quirk, I can't speak using my mouth, so, you good, bro?
Oh, yeah, yeah, I'm fine. This is just the best coffee I've ever had in my life.
It's, it's sweet treats, thing. He can enhance any food that he creates. Um, but can you like stop staring at your coffee like it's going to cause like a rapture?
Okay, I'm afraid you don't understand. This is the most amazing beverage that has ever existed in all of creation. I cannot stop focusing on this. It's just too good.
If you're gonna keep flirting with your coffee, you might want to go get a room with it.
He is his he is wounded.
Dude, it's just caffeine.
No, my entire family runs on caffeine. Caffeine is life. I say
It's
as I continue focusing on my coffee.
it's bean water.
Yeah, it's bean water that it's bean water that helps that helps me function.
Um,
I mean, tea is just leaf water, and people drink that.
are you talking out loud to him while he's talking in your head?
Yes.
Uh, you just see Belle like sleepily wake up and rub her eyes, and then how tight is your grip on your coffee at the moment?
Well, before I was distracted, it was definitely very tight, but now that I'm having a conversation with someone, it's loosened a bit.
Cool. You don't even notice it, but your coffee's missing, and you just see Belle like downing it in one gulp.
Right, so I don't notice that immediately. I go to take another sip, and then I just kind of bump myself in the face,
Hmm.
and then then see that I am heartbroken.
She gets up and brings you a cup of black coffee as she grabs one for herself instead of stealing yours again.
Thank you. Screw you for taking my coffee, but also thank you. I say as I take my coffee again, my new coffee.
I had a quest where I had to steal something that someone worshipped as a deity.
What?
Oh, I had a quest to steal a holy symbol.
Strange. And I'm gonna sip my coffee.
I'm more strange in why your family considers coffee a holy symbol.
Eh. Trust me, if you meet any more members of my family, you'll understand.
Mm. Also, I was visiting my cousin at Cork the other day, and there was this new freshman who kicked me in the back unexpectedly.
Hmm. That might be my sister.
She had a habit of screaming to assert dominance. You have to defeat the big dog first.
Yes, that is definitely my sister.
Punch stuff, then ask later.
Also, yes.
I don't like your sister.
Eh, me neither.
Aren't y'all twins? Aren't you supposed to like each other? Isn't that part of the whole twin thing?
Nah, not really. A lot of people assume that.
Hmm. Well, yeah. Well, I'm gonna go. Should probably update my intelligence score to be higher today. And you watch as she taps like in front of her. You don't see anything, but she raises something up by one. You see a small glow around her head, and then she walks off.
Huh. I can drink my coffee.
Yeah,
as I refill my engine for the day.
you sit there for a bit, and then you hear your phone going off.
I take out my phone, which has a really very awesome, totally cool fire decal on it.
Mm-hmm.
See what's going on.
Dave is calling you.
Oh yeah, I pick up and listen to him
Yo,
while I
yo,
take an annoying sip of my coffee over the phone.
bro, question.
Yeah,
So, you like coffee, right?
I take an extremely annoying sip of my coffee. They can hear over the phone.
Okay, cool. Because I think I found the chick for you.
Mm, yeah,
One. So she's like a
where?
solid, like 7. Could have, a better ass. But, best thing about her quirk is called caffeine. She can make any type of coffee or caffeinated beverage appear in a cup.
Yes, I'm on my way as I appear behind him.
He just slowly turns around, being like, "Are we sure your family doesn't have a second line of quirks? Is you, Fletcher, and Maya can all just magically teleport anytime coffee is involved?"
Eh,
I didn't even tell you where I was. I don't think
big fun and family gift.
I don't think that even. Cause can you and your family break the laws of physics? I was on the other side of the school, and you were here in like 3 seconds.
Look, I put my hand on her shoulder. Coffee is life.
Getting
We
laid is
we have
better.
coffee sense. We have coffee sense, okay?
Um, yeah. You realize you're actually like standing in the hallway, and you just see like this girl. She she's obviously wearing a suit. Not tired. Very seems a bit more on the professional side of clothing, despite y'all being 15. She's wearing the male uniform compared to the female uniform, so it has pants, a much more fitted top. Um, and you watch as all she does is grab a bag of chips. She's holding an empty cup that she got from the cafeteria. You watch as she gives a yawn, a small like spark in her hand lights up, and you just see a coffee appear in front of the cup and fall into it as she takes a sip.
Mm. I am rubbing my chin. Interesting ability.
Mm-hmm. See, right up your alley, dude.
She in the here. What class is she in?
Class 1C with us.
What? Oh, I mean, Billy doesn't seem to have much to do with combat, so I'm strange about that.
Um, well, so far, a lot of people in our class are hot. Um, except for one girl. She's a stuffed animal, and I'm still trying to figure out if I'm into that. Secondly, um, I swiped some of my dad's booze if you want to drink later in the dorms.
Nah, I'm not into booze.
Vodka, wine,
Mm. Oh.
Irish coffee.
Alright, you have my attention.
Come over. We'll celebrate moving to a new dorm. Uh, you get to have some. I'll drink a bottle of booze, scotch. You have your Irish coffee, and we can just chill, play some games. Cause listen, I got the new Madden 37 that I really wanna boot up.
Hmm. It's a plan. I give him an epic high five.
Epic high five time. Yeah. As you give the high five, you see Millie start to walk away. If you want to go talk to her.
And well, I already know who she is. I'll just if she's in my class. I'll just talk to her later.
Mm. Yeah. Anywhere else you would like to explore?
I want to check out the classroom.
Cool. Yeah, you're able to go to the classroom. Right now, it's a bit more. Well, apologies. Um, it's empty, but you do. It's not fully empty. Um, as you walk in there, you're able to look around, and then a bunch of scales will just start floating in the room, disperse and reform, and you see a. He has much more of a tanner complexion. His head is currently the little bit of hair that would be there is shaved, but you see as his entire backside and up to his head is covered in glistening purple scales, and he just goes, "Okay, she's not here." And then he notices you and just goes, "Hey, amigo, what up?"
I point at him. It's like, are you a ghost?
No, my
Oh, well, who
my.
are you?
You can call me Alexander or Alex for short.
All right, why are you here, and how did you just appear here?
If a majority of my scales are in one area, I can teleport to that place. And secondly, I kinda pissed off one of our classmates, so I'm kind of on the run.
Yes, what class are you in?
Oh, believe we're in the same class if you're in this room.
Ah, yes, I clap my hands and outstretch my hand into a handshake.
You watch as one of his scales will come off his back, form into a hand, and shake your hand.
My name's Sean McFleming, and I am indeed in this class.
Alexander Dove. As
So
he,
who did you piss off?
uh, um, Kira Flynn.
Oh, Flynn, he snapped his fingers a bit, like the number one hero.
Yeah, his son.
Uh, Interesting.
Well,
Surprised,
go ahead.
surprised the number one hero's son didn't make it in the class 1A.
Oh, can't because like his other
Oh,
dad teaches.
okay, yeah, that makes sense. That makes sense.
Yeah. So if you see him, I was not here, and if he blows you up, good luck on you, dude. And he watches his
Uh,
scales come off his back, go out the window, and you see a small nod as he disappears, and falls into a bunch of scales.
Interesting. I want to meet this guy. Just wander around
Are you looking for Kita
before eventually,
Flynn?
wandering around, just eventually making my way to the dorms, see how it is there.
Cool. In the dorms, there is. You see a girl who's dressed up as like a straight magician. Um, and she is currently watching TV as a bunch of tarot cards are floating all around her, and she's just like trying to memorize each one of them.
Hmm.
This is in your
Man,
common space. There is a large, memory foam couch that cuts off an entire section of the room, but in a walkway. There's like a 72-inch flat screen TV. There is a large, almost like enormous, like dinner table end table. You see like a couple phones charging on it. The center of it is open and raised as a bunch of decks of cards are there. There's a half finished puzzle. The walls are complete white, lined with the gold for all the bonuses. The floor seems like it's been freshly tiled, not even like 20 years ago. There's a couple wet footprints near a door that goes downstairs into the basement. You can smell a beautiful smell coming from a kitchen. If you take a peek, everything seems to be completely like up to date. There's a fridge and a deep freezer. This place looks like it shouldn't even be a dorm room for a school, almost like it is in itself a five-star hotel.
My eyes are sparkling.
Mm-hmm.
This is like way more than expected.
Mm-hmm.
So smelling something nice from the kitchen, he like cartoon like sniffs it and floats into the kitchen,
You
looking for the
see,
delicious food.
you see a girl who radiates chaotic energy, just absolutely having a pot and putting random shit in there, and just goes, now, do I put more lollipops, candy, or what my mother always said, if trying to cook and you don't know what to do not put rat poison, put rat tails.
Yo, you're trying to make poison in here?
No, no, no. Poisoning someone is completely against the law. If I wanted to get rid of someone for the kitchen, I would use a knife. But nice to meet you. I'm assuming we're in the same class. My name is Kiri.
Hmm. If poisoning is against the law, then why does my little brother try to poison me so often?
To quote my great grandmother, sometimes the best way to a man's stomach is not through food, but by poisoning him and disemboweling him.
Hmm.
I mean, if you want to skip the poison thing, sometimes all
Interesting.
you need to be happy is a freshly sharpened knife.
Hmm. He's At first he was like, "Oh, this is a person I want to know," and now he's like nervous. Like, am I gonna get murdered?
Don't worry.
Right. So what are you trying?
Oh, go ahead.
Right. So what are you trying to cook?
Um, I'm just throwing random things in a pot, making, I don't know, food.
Sounds like a blast. I'm gonna. Mind if I help you out with that?
Sure. She takes you over to the pot, and it just seems to be a bunch of different candies, just in a pot melting together.
Like, what does it smell good?
It does, surprisingly. It smells like
Hmm.
a fresh caramel is being cooked.
I'm gonna dip my finger in it and taste it.
Please give me a fortitude check. And
Ah,
I need you to
man.
crit because this is caramelized sugar that you just stuck your bare hand into. Of course, I would ask for a fortitude check.
That's a 14.
Is that a crit? How many
It's a
dice do I have?
14. I have a 3 in power, so probably not.
No. Um. Yeah. So you don't even get it to your mouth, and for a second you're fine, and then your brain processes. I just took my hand in boiling candy. It feels like my hand is melting off. Help. Fuck. No. Why did I do this?
Oh no. I go over to like there's like you said there's like a freezer in here, right?
This is the worst thing to do when you just got a bird, but yes.
I mean, in Sean's brain that makes sense, so he's gonna go over to the freezer and stick his hand in.
When you stick your hand into the freezer, you just see a sleeping, uh, boy with, his dreadlocks are currently, like, up in, like, a in a ponytail tipped with blue, just looks at you, sees your your finger, and just sends water around it, heals your finger, and then closes the freezer.
Man, this place even has a freezer ghost.
When you say that, Kira just
We're
goes,
gonna-
"No, that's just Waka."
Oh. Why are there so many weird people here?
Listen, we're not weird. We're hormonal teenagers with superpowers left to our own devices.
Makes sense. Anyway, so I'm gonna look for random stuff to throw in the pot.
Oh, sure. I'm gonna say, give me a survival check to make sure you don't accidentally poison people with this stew.
Ah, yeah.
No, roll a
Survival, that
combo
is.
with her
Combo,
instead.
combo,
Yes,
okay.
that is under your charisma, not charisma. Combo,
Yeah,
combo. Give me a
that's a
combo,
3.
combo check. 3. Oh, do you have a 1d6?
Yeah.
Ooh. Well, luckily she rolled high enough to allow you guys to pass. Yeah, you guys make a wonderful candy stew. There's some like candied beef in there now.
Candy beef?
Yeah, yeah. Candied beef is an actual thing where you like dip meat into like a caramel and candleize it and crystallize it within like
Hmm.
caramel and then you eat it. I don't know. Countries are weird. Also, if you do like
Oh,
that, I'm glad you do. I'm just a vegetarian, and the idea of caramelizing meat is just weird to the audience. Um, or better known as Weebly at the moment. Um, but yeah, you surprisingly once it cools down and like she cuts it up into like caramelized bars, if you take a bite of it, it tastes weirdly good.
who knew throwing random things into a pot would end up so good?
Well, duh, it's candy. It's gonna taste fucking amazing.
Hmm. Eh. The only thing that tastes always amazing in my house is coffee.
She disappears for a second and then comes back and tosses you a little container. It has like a gummy coffee cup that's flavored as coffee.
What is? I eat it.
It, it's that like artificial coffee taste, so it's not like it's bad, but it's not like the best taste. But it's a coffee gummy.
Hmm. That is bad.
It is bad.
Well, this isn't. Well, this is artificial coffee. It doesn't count. I'm gonna spit it into the garbage.
She just looked
Such
at you
terrible.
like you insulted her entire bloodline
Such
by doing that.
such a terrible thing does not deserve to be in my stomach. A facsimile of coffee.
I like you. Do you want to help me fight some things?
I light up. It's like, yes, yes, I do. Please.
She is going to take you to the gym. And you see a
Ooh.
she walks past the people doing like combat training and sparring. She goes to the back. And there is a brick. And she just goes, "We are going to destroy this brick. It insulted my bloodline."
Oh. Yeah, I'm gonna punch the brick.
Give me a combat check against the brick. And let me
That
roll
is a 13.
um cool. Let me just roll a quick perception check. No, I'm gonna use reaction instead for this character. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. No, surprisingly, does not move fast enough. You are able to punch a brick, roll for damage.
Well, for damage, let's see. That's just a regular punch. That's
Yes.
power level 3d4 plus power.
Mm-hmm.
That would make an 8 plus 3 makes it 11 damage.
Yeah, you crack the brick with your punch. And as you do so, you just fully see this like big, tall, almost 7 foot like buff man, long hair up in a ponytail, a white like little bang coming out, and he's clearly a teacher wearing a badge, a tight compression top with like some baggy gray sweatpants, and just goes, "So, is there a reason why we're training with the brick today, or would you actually want to know how to train?" And you watch as Kiri just goes, "Hey, Uncle Montana, just fighting this brick to restore my family's honor." Kiri,
What she said.
if you're going to destroy a brick, there's a better punching method you could use. You watch as he walks up, gets into a stance, and fully with just a single punch shatters it into dust.
Applause.
And without even a second guess, he just grabs you and just takes you to the gym. We're actually going to end right there, a small little like hour session just for them to get to know you. Comments, cries of outrage, anything you would like to say to the audience or about, some of the people you met.
This was an amazing experience.
Mhm. I hope you enjoyed it.
And there's no way to describe it other than enjoyment.
um,
Yeah, it was good, pretty amazing. That's it. That's all I have to say.
cool. Um, and I would like to thank everyone watching, as this is live or in a later VOD. Thank you for coming to watch, because this is the Dissonance Complex where I can do whatever the fuck I want because it's my channel and not yours. And please don't sue me, Katya. And Trixie Mattel. I'm gonna name both of them in case, so this way I'm not legally liable that I only said one. And remember, this is the channel of the quirked up white boys. Bye, y'all!